Tried to quit you, I couldn't. You should have listened, you wouldn't.
Hi, I'm with Dave Hirschkop from Dave's Gourmet. People know him in the hot sauce world from his Insanity sauce. Before we even get to the whole hot sauce world, and you've won so many awards in so many different levels with your mustard, which is one of my favorite. That honey mustard is fantastic. I love that one. Recently, reading a review of your butternut squash pasta sauce won me over, and I had to go out and find it. That sauce is fantastic, and these are not even spicy items at all. And you come to this show known for your gourmet end, or you're known for more your hot sauce end?
Well, I think it depends on who the person is. So certainly among spicy lovers, we're better known for hot sauce. Among young men, I think we're better known for hot sauce. I think among sort of gourmet women, we're much better known for pasta sauce now. So it's sort of getting somewhat even now as to what we're known for.
So what do you think this show brings for you?
Well, hopefully it'll bring a lot of buyers, is what we're after. You know, it's always great just to get exposure, talk to a lot of friends in the industry, exchange ideas, see what's out there, see what other people are doing. You never know when you see someone make you a cookie of some kind and you're like, wait, that ingredient, if I mixed it with this other ingredient in a sauce, you just never know. So It's good to get out there and just mix it up.
I read your interview with Scott Roberts a while back, a year or so ago, and it seems like you take a lot of your inspiration not just from the spicy foods, because you don't really consider yourself much of a chili head, but you're inspired by flavors, and that's what you keep on coming up with creative products the way you have. Do you still feel that's true? I mean, when you get so many people that know you for your hot sauce, do you say, you know what, I don't really want to be associated with that anymore?
I mean, I would never say I don't want to be associated with that. I would just say I don't want to be limited. So, you know, the eating experience involves just a number of elements, right? There's different taste buds. There's heat. There's umami. There's there's the visual of food. There's the smell. I mean, there's so many aspects to food. So spiciness, I think, is an important one for certain foods and not for others. And so that's an area that we've played and will continue to play and hopefully come up with great stuff. But you know, we don't want to be limited. So with pasta sauce, with other things, we want to come up with great flavors and unique ingredients, and you know, health is something we think about too. So you know, we just want to do whatever sort of can innovate and be great.
Okay, going back to the time where you made your splash at the Fiery Food Show, what year was that, 99 or something?
93.
93, well, yeah. Way back when. What was your inspiration going to that show and trying to hit a home run with that product? Did you think it would have the impact when you first came out with it?
I mean, in 93, we didn't even have a business. I mean, I had a restaurant, and I had made my sauce to get drunks to leave me alone.
Burrito Madness, right?
Yeah, Burrito Madness. And so, you know, we were just playing a joke, basically, and someone said, hey, there's this show in Albuquerque you can go to, and we're like, cool, that'd be fun. And so I was just having a blast hurting people. And so, you know, I didn't think about the business aspects of it at all, and it was just great to hurt people and see the reaction, and it was shortly after that we started to realize, hey, you know, people really do like this. That was great. Did
you come to a show like this hoping for a little bit of hurting somebody?
Well, I think in the early days, that was sort of our you know, standard operating procedure was we're going to go and we're going to hurt people, and they're going to bring their friends back, and because people had never experienced heat like that before. We were the first super hot sauce, and so it just was sort of great. But you know, we sort of, I guess, evolved, and that's something we still like to do. But it seems like less people are into that.
You got to be kidding me.
Well,
it seems like everybody wants to be tortured. I go to these shows all the time, and the people that come out with the hot stuff really go over and saying, where's the hottest thing you make? And then they're like, we have a guy in Jersey, I don't know if you've ever heard of him, Def Con Sauces. He makes a living out of torturing people. I mean, people come searching for him just to get his evil vial of zero, just to be tortured by it. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, I think the difference is that the people that really love spicy food now, I mean really hot food, they have had super hot sauces now, and they're not surprised by eating something super hot. Whereas back then, people were surprised because there was nothing like it. So, you know, our stuff was magnitudes hotter than what was out there. And so now I think they love it still, but they're not surprised. It's not like they're gonna like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I didn't, you know, it's just a different.
Do you think that, I mean, since '93, we're almost 20 years from that show where you made your splash, you're gonna have like a 20th anniversary thing going on?
Well, we're 18 years now, so
18 years, okay.
Certainly at 20, we're going to do something fun. You know, already we're planning things. We're planning a contest coming up very shortly, where people can earn up to $1 million.
Ooh.
So, and that's people want to get involved and bring products to us. They'll get a royalty stream from the product, from our large distribution. So, I mean, our commitment is very strong. We want to make the best, most innovative products and bring them to consumers.
So is this contest going to be for someone who makes a spicy product already, looking to maybe sign on with you, and you promote their product, you make the product for them, or is it something else?
No, this will be stuff for our brand. And there'll be categories. There'll be pasta sauce and hot sauce, different categories.
So someone's going to submit like a recipe to you, or actual product?
Yeah, either a recipe or an actual product for us to taste. And we think it's you know, fits, we'll put it in the line, and they'll get a royalty stream from it.
Well, I know a lot of young companies listening to this are going to want to sign up. I do hot sauce reviews myself, so we get a lot of products from all over the country sent to. I got like 20 people working for my website doing reviews all on video, and so we get a lot of new stuff. People trying to make that splash in the industry and following in your footsteps. Do you see like a product like that, maybe from a small little company? You're looking to, is that something you could be looking for your contest?
Yeah, I mean, we see it coming from many possible places. So, you know, there are companies where they're marketing their stuff now, but, you know, maybe our size and marketing ability, they'll be able to make more money by us doing it than them doing it. Or it may be someone who's just in their kitchen right now. Just the theory is that we can make great items, we think, but there's only a handful of us. Yeah. And there's thousands of people out there who are great cooks, or hundreds of thousands. So there are recipes out there now that are phenomenal that no one's ever going to get to taste. We want to find those and get them to consumers.
All right, that's great. I know a lot of these guys want to make the splash. That's why they're at this show.
Yeah.
You know, I know a whole bunch of vendors here, so just going to see them and they get their fingers crossed, knowing how much of a commitment this show is, because it's a lot of money going in there. Not just the booth, but the hotel stay, maybe the flight out here, and parking. You know, it just costs an arm and a leg to be in DC. But
I mean, even the thriftiest person is going to spend $6,000 to do a show like this.
Yeah.
You know, and $8,000 is probably more typical. So yeah, it's a big deal.
So where do you think you've gone since '93?
Well, I mean, I think we started out being known for a super hot sauce, and now most of our sales are actually pasta sauce. We still sell more hot sauce, and it's growing. But so we're known more as a specialty food company, as opposed to just a single hot sauce. You know, I think we understand the business side of it much better. Certainly, you know, won a lot of awards, have millions and millions of people that eat our products now. And I think we're just evolving in terms of our abilities and what we can create now.
Anything new in the well here for you that you're working on?
We've got like a jammed R&D schedule. Unfortunately, nothing has come out yet this year. A little later in the year. Our standards each year go up.
You going to give us a hint of what that possibly could be, or tell us straight out?
You know, we're working on another sauce that's another notch hotter. We're working on several pasta sauces. That's really where we have some exciting new innovations. But we don't like to release because...
Okay, I totally understand you want people taking your ideas. Do you have in the works, possibly, with the new hottest pepper in the world, the Trinidad Scorpion, that you're working to get that pepper into your product line?
It's one of the things we're working on. I mean, I think if you talk to a lot of people, though, the Trinidad Scorpion has the technical title. But some of the other super hot ones, you know, people are
I've had this pepper 4 years ago, and back then I could tell you how hot it was. I got it from Cajun, Jim Campbell, grown in their pepper fields, and it just blew me away. But the thing that blows me away about that pepper is how tasty it is. Before the heat even comes, it takes about 30 seconds to a minute before they feel a little bit of heat, and then it starts ramping up. And ramping up, and you can look into the person's eyes after they've had it for about 2 or 3 minutes, and you can see like the soul leaving them, because it's unlike any other pepper they've ever had. It's an incredible heat. I mean, I truthfully believe it's hotter than the ghost chili. The stats in Australia, and the funny thing is, I've recently done a little research. Everybody calls it the Butch Tea Trinidad Scorpion because the guy who grows it is Mississippi. His name is Butch Taylor. He's actually in my spicy cooking challenge I had on my website. He got the peppers from a guy from New Jersey on Garden Forum on the internet, and he got it from a place in Maryland who I just contacted the other day. Actually got him from Trinidad. So a lot of this stuff that ended up in Australia, then they got the record, ended up here in Maryland.
Right.
So
yeah, I talked to Butch and Marlon Benzinger and all these other guys, and I don't think they're convinced that on a consistent basis you're going to see the Butch tea being so much hotter than like certain varieties of 7-pot and other things like that. Certainly that group of 4 or 5 chilies is hotter than the ghost pepper. That seems pretty clear cut.
Yeah.
But for us, we can't make sauces on sort of like a one-off basis.
of course, and there's not enough peppers to go around right now.
Right.
There's only one commercial hot sauce maker right now that's got a hot sauce line where he could sell it wholesale for a Trinidad pepper sauce. And it's a small guy in New York that also was in my contest, who I introduced to the pepper at the Bowers Chili Fest last year. He loved it so much, he was like, I got to make a pepper sauce with it. It's now one of the favorite pepper sauces in the industry. It's not that hot, but it's all flavor, and that's what you're looking for. I mean, your company has tremendous flavors across the line.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're looking for, but we, you have to have a consistent supply of that heat.
Yeah.
So.
And right now nobody has it, so it's very tough.
And which pepper is going to really do that in the end? Is it really going to be the Butch tea, or is it going to be 7-pot or one of the other in that group? I don't know. And if
you've heard of the Moruga as well?
As one of the
I think you talked to Jim Duffy as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I talked to Jim.
Yeah.
And none of them are quite clear that the Trinidad's really the one.
They're not sure. They've tested a lot of them, but when it's all said and done, who knows what's going to end up on top.
Yeah,
right now it's the Trinidad, but the record's been broken 3 times this year.
Right.
And they're not really official records because they really haven't had true tests, so you don't really know until 3 years, 4 years, 7 years from now, when they do the testing at the Chili Pepper Institute. So also to work out.
Obviously you get different heat levels across one plant, and across a field. So if you can find a consistent group of peppers that has the great flavor and can hit 1 million, 1.1 million Scoville units, I mean, you're going to have a great sauce. I mean, the 1.4, I don't think you're going to get consistently.
Are you investing anything into pepper production for any of these peppers that you mentioned, the 7-pods or the Moruga or the Trinidad?
We're at the experimental level now. Obviously.
Have you had them yourself?
I haven't actually tried them. Yeah. No, I would like to, but I'm just trying to get hold of it.
You come down one of these other shows, the little hot sauce shows across the country. We got one. I'm going to New Orleans next weekend. So we have a hot sauce show. It's only 2 years old.
Yeah.
It's only 2 years old. And the guy who makes the Trinidad sauce will be there trying to hawk that sauce out, and a whole bunch of other vendors. So I'm sure they'd love to see you. I know you've been in contact with Cajun in the past. He calls you a good friend.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, real nice guy. He's helping out with that show because I think everybody wants to see that show do well because it's New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to try I always want to try the chilies themselves more than the sauces.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we grow the ghost chili, and so we would like to experiment and find another one to grow that also does well in our fields.
Yeah.
So.
Where are you growing out of? California? Costa Rica. Okay.
Yeah, we grow in Costa Rica. So. Yeah.
Do you travel out there a lot to check on your pepper fields, or
no,
you have people?
I got 3 kids and lots of stuff to do, and I got lots of great people that work with me. So everyone does what they do well.
All right. Can you talk any of you about your product line you have here at the show?
Yeah, obviously we make, I don't know, with 16, 17.
That one right there, that's one of my favorites. Always have that in the cupboard.
That's our most award-winning product. That's
an awesome pretzel dipping sauce.
Yeah, it's a 5-time gold medalist at the World Mustard Championships. It's the only mustard that's ever done that. And then, our butternut squash pasta sauce down the range there.
This is a new masala, or newest.
This one, best pasta sauce in the industry last year. The butternut's our best-selling item.
See how it's like an apple sauce consistency. When you first try it, you're like, I'm not really sure the consistency works, but the flavor just pops. It's one of the best pasta sauces I've ever had. It's got no tomatoes in it. I have never had the wild mushroom or the spicy heirloom yet, but I'm hoping that my local Whole Foods, I mean not Whole Foods, it's Wegmans I think it is, that carries your product in the store. I know you had the butternut squash in the Costco. Are you still in Costco?
Costco we do on an in-and-out basis, so it's like a giant demo for us, really.
Yeah.
And we love Costco. But
I would hope that we get it back for me because I love buying it so much. But
you just got to tell them.
I think I sent your people a recipe I made. I made a pizza with that with the butternut squash on it and some ricotta cheese. Yeah, I did it. It was so good. You know, I've made it a couple of times.
Yeah, we take recipes when people send them. We put them up on the site. And
hear that, people?
Share them.
Try out some of his products and come up with a recipe and send it to him.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to talk about your company? I mean, something that you want to bring to the attention of chili heads out there?
Well, just, that we're more than insanity sauce. We've got lots of different flavors, the Scotch bonnet, the jalapeno, I mean, there's just ginger peach, lots of different flavors. And
do you have a favorite pepper that you love?
I've always liked serrano peppers for some reason.
I love them too.
Sort of like the fresh flavor that they deliver. And I've always been a fan of sort of the Thai-style sauces. But, just when the contest comes out, we really want people, if they have something great and it's not being delivered to consumers, to maybe talk to us, because we just really want to bring out great stuff.
All right. Well, keep us informed on that. When do you think that's going to launch?
Within 2 months.
2 months. All right. All right. Well, keep me informed. I'll put it up whatever you want on the website. If you got a video, I'll put it up. I'll put that up because mostly we have a video vlog on the website. So I wish you the best at the show. I hope you get your investment back and then tenfold. And I was very glad to finally meet you.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Take care.
Take a look in the dictionary. There's a picture of you and me. A definition of insanity.